The time has come to talk of yarny things, of slip stitches and colorful strings. It's RedHeads Unraveled! Because we haven't seen you guys in a minute.
It's been a bit. It's been a summer, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much the whole summer. I have a puppy dog down here wanting my attention. So, what's going on, Amanda? Tell me about your life.
Oh my goodness. So summer camp was wonderful. That was pretty all-encompassing. And the girls got to ride horses and go swimming and play on the beach and build sandcastles and yeah, summer camp. It's great. So there was a lot of that, and work has been huge. I just passed a major deadline on September 9th.
You did.
And we hired somebody.
So exciting.
Who started on September 7th. So his first couple days, I was very neglectful of him. I feel very bad, but hopefully he's forgiven me.
It just said we went live now. Like it says 8 seconds.
I see that it's been live for a minute and a half.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
no
so
service, guys.
Work has been bogging me down with lots of extra stuff. But things, now that I've got some extra help and the girls are back in school and we're back on our regular routine, things seem to be getting back to normal. What about you? How's life? That beautiful mug.
Betsy, let me borrow a mug. I'm hanging out at my friend Betsy's house this weekend because I have several classes. So, done a whole bunch of yarny things this summer. So we went on a couple of different yarn crawls and went to Stitches Midwest, which I highlighted a couple weeks ago, and we've had a really good time doing a lot of those things. So yeah, I've been really busy with travel, and now it's kind of slowing down for fall, except for our big trip coming up in a couple of weeks. So excited. Which we'll get to that more later.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you want to talk about your whips?
Sure. So right now I am working on my socks. I don't even know what they're called anymore. I don't think I've worked on these socks since the last time we broadcast. So
I didn't have socks on the thing.
Oh, did I not? That's okay.
Nope, there's no project page on Ravelry.
That's because I haven't worked on them since the last time we broadcast.
Well, I can make up a banner real fast if we need one.
I made it.
Oh!
So these are, see, and I forgot the name of it last time we broadcast too. It's Into the World. It's Into the Worlds. And the sock yarn is named after Wash from Firefly.
Wash?
Wash. He's a character. If you don't know, you don't know.
I've watched it a little. You know I have.
You just outed yourself as not a brown coat. Look at that. So yeah.
Fancy me, I know, right? This is amazing.
Amazing. Look at you. They're brightly colored because he likes to wear Hawaiian shirts.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember which character that is.
Gorgeous.
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember his name.
The colors are gorgeous. These are my first ankle socks. My first short socks.
Oh yeah, we talked through those because
we did, and I made notes.
Links.
They're in here for next time.
Yay! That's awesome.
So my other sock will look somewhat similar to my first sock.
It's excellent. I'm so excited. It'll be awesome. Oh man. So those are great. I love those. And it's just a simple sock pattern, just a vanilla sock, right?
It's just a basic vanilla sock. I don't know if it's, I think it's a square toe. I don't know the differences between those things. Got my blank in my bag. I still don't have one as fancy as yours.
Well, you know, you made that for
I
me,
don't
so
connect
that's
things.
your own fault.
I don't.
To tell you there.
Then
I don't have my sock blank with me, so today.
we did take a road trip to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of driving. I finished another. Oh, this is the back side. Don't look at that. Another column of Spider-Gwen.
Ooh, look at that! I love it.
So that's column D.
Column B.
D.
D.
As in doggy.
So you have what, E and F to do?
E, F, and G.
And putting them together. E, F, and G. And then putting them together.
And then maybe an I-cord border.
Okay.
That's how
I believe in you. I say with severe sarcasm.
I'm the one who decided to do this horrible
it's an amazing blanket.
Technique. It's not what they recommend at all. So for anyone who wants to geek along, absolutely geek along, because geeking along is incredible. The designers are amazing. They're fun. The community around it is wonderful. Excellent people all around. 100% in approval of you geeking along. They have several awesome suggestions for how to connect your squares together. Most of which are crocheted. You know why? Because crocheting your squares together, it's fast and it's simple. But I knit my squares, and I didn't want to put crochet stitches in between my knit stitches. So I decided that I had to, what's it called when you close the toes of your socks?
Kitchener.
I decided I had to Kitchener all of my squares together. Because I'm a ridiculous person.
It's true. That's okay. We love you anyway.
Ridiculous. You're above that. Don't be that person.
I wouldn't make a blanket, so, you know, that's okay. I'm just not that cool. I accidentally let my tea bag open into my tea, and so now I'm really sad.
Aw, it's okay. It's okay. A little fiber in your diet. That looked gross.
Forgive me. Well, you know, I don't usually use the tea bags, and like, what I like them. So, time for some tea. Tea talk here. David's Tea has these cool, nifty little packet things. I don't know. Have you seen them? They're like tea filters, and they're really nice. And you cinch it closed, and you put it in there, and it looks like so.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And it like closes up. Well, apparently I didn't close mine very good. So it's not the first time using them, so you know.
I'll have to show you what I use. I'd have to leave to go get them.
Oh, but usually I have like, you know, the little silver thing that sits in my cup. And I like that.
I don't use that at work though.
Oh, you don't?
It's hard to clean out, especially at work.
Yeah.
With as much tea as I drink, I would just be cleaning all the time. So no, I use I don't know what the brand is called, but they're little tea bags. They work really well. Anyway.
These came with my little set, my chai tea set, so I was like, all right, I'll use those. Sure, we'll try that. Hey, what was the yarn that you used for your geek along? Do you remember? It's from Knit Picks, but I can't remember what it was.
Knit Picks, no. Sport weight.
Brava, maybe?
No.
I couldn't remember.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
Because I still have a whole bunch of it. I just don't have it here because I'm not actively working on it. I just have the...
It wasn't on any of your project pages, so I couldn't add it at the bottom with our cool logo on our banner down there. So nifty. Oh, man. Okay, so I've been working on fun stuff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I'm doing a test knit for Melissa from Skenanigans. And I have to tell you that I knit it once. Like it's a sweater, and I knit the entire yoke. I divide off the arms. I did the bust darts, and I knit 5 inches beyond that. And then I realized that I hated the neckline. And everyone else hated the neckline. So she rewrote it. And I was like, well, the options were you can either leave it alone, you can steek out the neck and redo it. That's what I thought. Or you can just start over. So I started over, and I am back to yoke, sleeves divided off, bust darts, plus 5 inches.
Yay!
So I'm there. I'm good. And I'm supposed to have it done next week. So it's been an adventure, like reading someone else's pattern, like, and having any picture guide to kind of base it on. So I'm hoping I have enough yarn, because I don't know how much yarn I need. This test knitting thing is kind of weird. I've never done it before, so it's just different. But I think I might get into it. It's kind of fun. Some fun stuff to go with it. So
Find out a yarn, you know what that is?
A color opportunity. No one else gets that.
Okay. We just laughed at our own. It's not an inside joke. There were a bunch of people there.
There were. I reference it all the time.
Color opportunities.
Yeah. Oh, here's the thingy. Okay, so the pattern is called Bolidere, which is, I was informed because it's been forever since I read the books, is the name of the characters in the Lemony Snicket series. The children, that's their last name.
Yep.
So it's been a really long time since I've read it, so I didn't recognize it off the bat, but apparently that's the name of the pattern, and it's really great. And it should be coming out mid-October if all the testing goes well. And from what I've seen, it's done pretty well, so I think everyone likes it. I picked up the yarn at Stitches, and we bought it at Yarn Birds, the yarn truck. My God, I love a yarn truck. There's a new yarn truck opening. Did you see that? I sent you that.
I did see that picture.
I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but it was super cool. There's a new yarn truck opening in the Atlanta area. And so if you live around there, you should totally check that out. But it's like this weekend, they're having a grand opening. They look like they had some great yarns. It's super exciting. Anyway, okay, so yarn truck, great time. Really enjoyed it. It was at Stitches Midwest. They'd like pull it into the showroom floor and just park, and then they set up outside with their little stands, and then you go inside and look at everything. A lot of fun. But anyway, this is yarn less traveled yarns. I'm sorry, my bad. And Jack's been into my knitting because there's plant matter on top of the knitting. Okay, and so this is the colorway, and it's like purple and pink. I feel like that's really washing it out, but it's really warm colored. It's not as cool as it's coming across here, but it's really fun. It's got these little speckles of like rainbow in there. It's great. And the color is Stone Fox, and it's in her 757 sock. So,
love it.
With the Outspoken collection.
You're knitting a whole sweater in sock yarn.
I am, which I'm not really sure that was a great idea. To be fair, it's cropped and 3/4 length sleeves. So, and then it has, so this is the other thing that I bought. Well, one of the other things that I bought with Stitches is this bag, which I love.
That's adorable.
And I got it from Destination Yarns, who are super nice. Okay, so this is the contrast color for the sweater. And it's the tealy blue color. And let me put it with it so you can see it. But this has a Peter Pan collar, for a removable Peter Pan collar for up here. And then I'll use the contrast on the edge of the ribbing for the hem and the sleeves. So, not recommended, but not listed in the pattern, but I'm taking liberties. It's my pattern. It's my sweater. Anyway, So that's what's happening there. Making progress, and I'm gonna have it done in a week.
Yeah, you are. You've got 5 inches past the bust darts, and it's a crop.
I know it's a crop. Like I'm almost ready to start the ripping off of the bottom. So, and then I just have sleeves, and that adorable Peter Pan color. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to knit one too. Okay.
I want to knit one of her. I don't know, the Razorback. Huh?
Oh yeah, the Razorback tee.
I want to knit a couple of those for the girls for swimsuit covers. Wouldn't those be so cute? And like a little cotton swimsuit cover.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up really fast for you.
Yeah. I just need to knit more. When we finish talking about our works in progress, I can go on to my plan about how I need to knit more.
Okay.
I have a plan.
So I have 3 classes this weekend, or I have 3 days of classes. Yesterday I had a class, today I have 2 classes, and tomorrow I have 2 classes. And then, that's it. I can't spell shenanigans. I'm a terrible person. I'm like test knitting for her, and I can't do it. So for those of you who don't remember, Skenanigans is our friend Melissa Alexander Loomis, who hosts the Dragons and Drop Stitches.
Dungeons and...
Sorry.
I have 1 second.
I don't know. Dungeons and Drop Stitches vlog. And so she's super sweet. And I got to meet her at when we went to DFW this year. And she is awesome. And she's been designing quite a few things. It's the Not Today tank. And I'm going to pull it up. But back in the June-ish, she released, or in April, she released a pattern called Magpie, which I have yarn for. And then it's a little crop top sweater. It's adorable. And then in June, she released the mini Magpie.
Which Danny wore yesterday for her photos for picture day. I let the girls pick their own outfit.
Okay. Let me see if I can share this. Okay, so here is chrome. Oh, is it gonna be a pain? Oh man, it's not gonna let me do it. Maybe it will.
We are streaming with a new service today, and so we're learning a little bit as we go along.
Yeah, sorry, I'm behind. Okay, it's adding.
You're not behind. We're learning.
Well, you've been working with yours, so I have been.
But I don't actually touch mine once we start streaming.
Oh, okay. Well,
because again, it's over, not on the table, and I'm over here just talking, and the girls are talking. Like, I just set it up. I don't do ribbons or banners or screen shares.
Girls. Those are your girls. I know, aren't they cute? So there they are. That's the mini Magpie. And there's the girls. They're adorable. And then, okay, so I was showing this Not Today tank. This is Not Today. I think it's super cute. And she used a mini skein pack for this one, for this particular one.
That's Piper now.
Yeah.
She also plays in Dungeons and Dragons, which hasn't broadcast in a long time. I don't know what's happened to the game. I miss it.
Yeah, I think that they stopped doing that right after I started following her. After I met her in person, and you were like, you need to find my friend, and I was like, okay, I found your friend. And now, I haven't seen one of those yet. Here's her faded version that she wore as a swimsuit cover, which is super cute. Okay,
so Piper now there. Oh, I'm sorry, you go on.
No, I'm good.
I was going to transition.
Piper
now, who did a test knit for her on that one, designed my other whip.
No, really? That's cool.
Yeah, so she designed she's the designer for this one. She's in grad school doing some sort of cool, it's super cool. I don't know if you follow her or not, but you should, because she's doing technology and
Is she Knit Geek?
No, she's Piper Nell.
Oh, okay. I follow like 5 grad students. Sorry.
She is studying technology and like knitwear.
Uh-huh.
And so she does a ton of like machine knitting, but she does machine knitting for school because she's like testing, implementing technology into the fabric and stuff. But anyway, I'm speaking out of turn. I don't know exactly what she's studying. I just see her random posts about like grad projects, late night in the lab,
right.
machine knitting. So this is my Play It by Queer.
I think that turned out lovely.
It's not done.
Well, no, but like the colors played out lovely.
Colors. So these colors are dyed by Julie Aslan, who was my dyeing instructor when we went to Vogue Knitting.
Look, I put the info on the screen for you so you would remember. And you bought that yarn from Knitty City at Vogue.
From Knitty City at Vogue, yeah. And Julie was there. And this is like the graffiti yarn.
Spring Graffiti and Odyssey. And you had like a umlaut thing going on or accent mark, and I couldn't make it work. Tried.
I didn't make it. She's French Canadian, right?
I think so.
Yeah. She speaks French. She speaks French, but I believe they live in Canada. Oh, this is wonderful. I mean, it's all garter stitch, so it's super cushy and cuddly. I'm so excited to wrap myself up in this. It is, this is my last, this is main color, but this is my last light block.
That's the Spring Graffiti.
Huh?
That's the Spring Graffiti.
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough yarn to finish the light block. I think I do. And then I'm going to like take it and look at it and see if I want to try to squeak out a dark block.
Yeah.
I have the math because Piper Nell is awesome. I have the math. I can weigh it and find out if I have enough yarn to finish. But what's super cool, I love this. As we talked about before, my obsessiveness. As I'm working up, so you kind of work up this side.
Yes.
This like primarily white side. This is the side.
Right, and you do the short rows, right?
Yeah, it's a short row project. It has an applied I-cord border.
I love those.
But this
I did that on another shawl, and I like that a lot.
This side does not, because that's the short road side.
Right.
That makes sense? So the pattern, in the end, I'm going to finish my block, and then I'm supposed to do an I-cord border in the dark color down the other side, which I'm super pumped about because I put I-cord borders on the everything. So I'm pumped about
when you knit, you put I-cord borders on things.
When I knit things, yeah. But I don't want to run out of my purple,
right?
And not have it for my I-cord border. I want to do that. So I might, if it's big enough, I might cut it short and just end with my white.
It looks pretty big.
It is pretty big.
It looks great. It looks like a great in the car cuddle shawl too.
I love it. So awesome. I've been getting compliments on it left and right because it has gotten out of the house. It has been around and seen by strangers.
That's the best.
Because I am knitting on it.
That's so great. Yay. Also, I love your shirt. Would you like to tell us about your shirt?
So when we went to Disney, I made our family shirts.
I featured this on Instagram because I thought it was super cool.
This one, so we let the girls pick kind of like a theme for the day, whether it was a character or except for one day. One day I picked the theme because we were going to the studios and I knew that we were signing the girls up for Jedi training, so I picked the theme of Star Wars because I wanted to make the super nerdy joke. I put the girls in shirts that said Clone Wars on them because they're twins and they look exactly alike. So they had Clone Wars shirts on, and
Awesome.
I was very proud of myself for the day. And all the cast members said I was hilarious, and so it was great.
Good.
This day, the girls had picked villains, and it was for one of our Magic Kingdom days. And so I needed an awesome villain. And so this is my Ursula shirt. Let me scoot back so you can see.
I love that one. And it's shiny. All of yours were shiny. Like, all of yours were special, and I like that.
My Star Wars one wasn't shiny. But yeah, it's Ursula, and she's making the Hail Hydra symbol from, Avengers, because you don't just have Ursula. I've got to be as nerdy as possible about it.
Exactly.
Which everybody except the people in Ariel's grotto seemed to appreciate.
Excellent.
So
that's pretty awesome. Oh, sorry. My eye's itchy. Okay. That's awesome. I love your shirts. Okay, so yesterday I taught a class on this, and so I have one started. And this is marshmallow fluff.
That looks so cushy.
Isn't it now? It's Malibu. No, it's not Malarico. It's a Manos del Uruguay Franca. Oh, so it's really washed out. But it's the koi pond color.
I like that.
It's marshmallow fluff cowl, and it's just done in super bulky, and it takes like, I don't know, 4 hours in it if you actually work on it. And it's done, and it's fabulous.
Like 4 months.
No, I mean, like, literally, like, so yesterday I taught this class, and like, this lady, one of my favorite students, she was like, talking to me, and she was having a hard time with it. It's got a provisional cast on. It's seriously like the hardest thing about it, because other than that, it's just knits and pearls and slip stitches. It's like, it's mindless TV knitting. So once we got her going on it, like, she had like, we were there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, but we were laughing and talking and having chili and doing all kinds of things. And she had a good 6-8 inches by the time we left. So
nice.
I, on the other hand, had like 4 because I couldn't sit there and do anything. So, but I knit a whole bunch last night while we watched TV. So yeah. And so that one's fun. I really like this pattern. It's really easy to adapt. This version I did as written, except I went down needle size to a 15 instead of the recommended 19, which I think is too big for this yarn. But I don't think I have. Yeah, I left the other one out in the car, but I have one that I made that's like really big and chunky. If you go on my Instagram, you can see it's like big and white, and it's like, it's really tall. And so you can really easily add extra repeats and make it as wide as you want to. And so it's got an extra repeat in it, and it's all this big marshmallow cream puffy looking thing, and it's great. I love it. I'll never get to wear it because I live in Arkansas. That's okay. Okay. What else do I have? Oh, this one. Ramble.
See, it's like spoilers.
It's Ramble. But yeah, but you like don't remember what I'm talking about, so it's okay. Because you've seen it.
Oh, I know I have.
Okay. So it starts up here. Let me untangle all my yarn from it. All right, it starts up here, and it's this pretty crescent-y shaped gorgeousness that is in this, it's garter stitch, and it's gradient. So it's getting darker as we go down. And then you get down here, and this is the backside, sorry. You're seeing the backside, but then it's a brioche herringbone pattern.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Isn't it pretty? That's so fun. Andrea Mowry, the gradient yarn is from Knit Circus. Love their gradients. I am having a ball knitting the gradient. And then the gray is silky wool. So a couple of DK weights. Here, I can show you the haul. Gradient. So I'm like way down into the dark. So it's just getting darker now. But yeah.
Nice.
Really like their stuff. And this, they do 150 gram skeins. So I needed like 360 yards, which is a little less than 2 skeins. And so I was like, do I want to buy 2 skeins? And then it like, because I really wanted this gradient look to this. And so, but they had it and really fun. So they're based out of Madison, Wisconsin.
I love Wisconsin.
And so we went there. This summer, we went to their dye studio again. We've been a couple of times, and I really like going there. It's fun. They're really nice. Okay, so the pattern's pretty straightforward. It's I wouldn't say beginner brioche because it does a lot of increasing and decreasing. But if you're kind of getting into brioche, it's definitely fun. So, and then I have one more. Yes, I do. Okay. This is Veronica. Okay, and Veronica is my Rhinebeck sweater.
I'm not going to have a Rhinebeck sweater.
Well, I started knitting on this like 2 years ago. And I'm not halfway. But I love this color. It's such a great color.
That is gorgeous.
It's from Briar Rose. You know I love her.
You do. You do.
I buy sweater quantity from her every time. So great. She's like my favorite. Anyway.
I find a half of a sweater quantity that I want every time, and I never get it because I want a sweater quantity, and I'm like, I want this one, and it's always sold out. There's only half of.
We went first there last time, didn't we?
Yeah, and there was still only half of the.
We gotta make a plan. We're not ready yet. Okay, so yeah, so that's all I got for whips. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna be done. That and my moraine, you know, the colorwork sweater that I did at the beginning of the year that I knit 95% of, and then I just like stopped halfway done the second sleeve.
Because like when you're that far in a sweater, like the elves do the rest.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I just stopped and I had other things to do, I guess. I don't know. Just other things going on. So, but I need to steek it. I need to finish the sleeve and I need to steek it and put a button band on it. And so hopefully that will be done for Rhinebeck too. Yay. Which is in like a month, literally a month. So I have 4 weeks.
It is a month.
I can do this. It is. It's exactly a month away. So this transitions into our next awesomeness here. Okay. So, yeah. Because we have to get you so you can get up the girls at time.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got about 15 more minutes.
Okay. So,
we have a soccer game today. We have a soccer game every Saturday for the next 2 months.
I remember we did a podcast back in the spring when you actually got to become a soccer mom. Remember that? It was great. It was a great day.
So what's next?
Caffeine. Okay, so Rhinebeck is in a month and we're going and we're super pumped.
And I'm going to have a Rhinebeck shawl.
Yes, Amanda's going to have a Rhinebeck shawl. I'm hopefully going to have a shawl and 2 sweaters done. I know, right? Do you have FOs, by the way?
Huh?
Do you have any FOs? We're getting there. You're getting there. You're really close. Okay.
That's cute.
I knit this last weekend. It's Honeydukes. It's by Lattes and Llamas. Check out this hat. Isn't it awesome?
I love it. And that pom-pom is the perfect pom-pom for it.
Dean picked it out. He did such a good job. Yeah, it needed a pom-pom. It really needed a pom-pom. So I knit this like last weekend and I don't know. Started at 8 p.m. and I finished it at like 1 the next day. So 1 p.m. next day. So like it was really fast. It took longer for it to dry, like when I blocked it than it did for me to knit it. So,
I'm sorry.
But no.
There's a bird like right outside the window that we opened. So fall's here. We've opened the windows and there's a bird right outside and the cats are going nuts.
Fall is not here. Fall is not arrived yet here.
It's actually supposed to get back up to 85 today. So
see this hat?
I'm
not going to get to wear this hat for like weeks. It's so sad.
When you come to Rhinebeck.
Okay. This is Bab's, here. This is a Bab's colorway from 2016. It matches this shawl.
It does match.
It's the same colorway. But this is the remix shawl. I'm doing a class on it today. So that's how I happen to have it laying around. But I love it. It's this linen stitch. It does fabulous things. All right, and then this week I also finished the Miss Weasley's knits. Sorry, knits. And the twin edition is my rendition because I like to knit everything 2 at a time. Aren't they cute?
I love them. I love them.
They turned out awesome. Here's the other one. Look, I actually have 2.
I love that color too.
Yeah,
so 2 at a time, but my 2 at a time needles are, I don't know where.
Yeah.
I don't know where they were. And when I started these socks, do you remember when I started these socks? I started these socks in our at Vogue Knitting with Steven.
Yes.
So I've been knitting these socks since January.
That's okay.
And I didn't want to be doing, I didn't want to start a 2 at a time sock setup.
Yeah.
During a workshop.
Yeah. I remember that. Other things I finished are the Descent Cowl by Carissa Browning. And I used Malarico Rios and Purple Mystery and Anniversario. Turned out lovely. I didn't bring it. I forgot. But it's gorgeous. It's purple and like these pinky beautifulness, and it just makes me happy. I finished it the day that Ruth Bader Ginsburg came and spoke in Little Rock. And so I wore it.
You guys are on a first basis now.
I know, right?
Lucy and we were hanging out in the LI.
I know, exactly. And then the other one I finished was Dean started a hat back in, I don't know, forever ago. And using some yarn that we bought 2 years ago at DFW. And I finished it out for him. It's an antler hat, so it's basic cable. And he got to wear it when we went to Rocky Mountain a few weeks ago. So turned out really nice. And we don't know the name of the colorway. It didn't really have one on the packaging, but it's so Slytherin. It's like green and silver and green and silver. Like it is just. So I'm like, Dean, whenever you feel like a Slytherin, you can wear the hat. And he's like, okay. So there you go.
So all is to avoid him. Be like, oh, girls, don't talk to Uncle Dean today.
What are you talking about? You're raising a Slytherin. You got a Slytherin in your house. You're okay.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Maybe 2.
Tough to be a Hufflepuff raising a Slytherin.
Not that I would know.
Oh no! You disappeared and I'm all by myself. All right. Well, since I'm all by myself until Katie comes back, I'll tell you, I don't have any FOs. I haven't knit. And that's a problem. I want to knit. So I'll tell you what my plan is to do more knitting. I have actually started up, and I can't take full responsibility for that. But started up 2 knitting groups since in the past 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, a friend who's really taken the lead has started a Monday night knitting group here in town with some friends of ours. And she's back.
I don't know what happened. Okay, go ahead. So your knitting group, yes. Which one is this? Is this the outside one or the inside one? The one at
so
work
this
or not?
Monday night with friends in town. We meet at the Elks Lodge. I'm gonna have to become a member because I can't get into my own knitting group. She's really taken the lead on it. She's one of those leader kind of people. She's awesome, and I'm so eternally grateful to her. Her name's Seema. She's wonderful. And she's taken the lead. She's brought a bunch of people together. I haven't invited anybody yet because I'm not a member of the Elks Lodge, so I couldn't sign people in. But I'm learning the rules, so I know how many people I can kind of get in. And yeah, we're sitting around knitting. The bartender thinks we're hilarious because he's like, it's Monday Night Football and my bar is empty except for you ladies knitting. What? I need to think about my career choices. And then we really got into it and we were laughing and joking, and he came over and he was like, you know what? I take it all back. You ladies got the right idea.
You're way more fun than Monday Night Football.
Oh, we had a blast.
Way more fun.
So that was great. We're going to be meeting every other night or every other Monday. And it was our like kickoff back to school, get it going. And then every Thursday, there's an hour-long knitting group happening at work that I started and put together. And I'm calling them knitting groups, but we have all decided that they're BYOC, bring your own craft. Everybody gets to come. I default to knitting because I'm a knitter, but there's already people who are there crocheting. At the Monday night one, somebody came and she brought her hemming. She was sewing new hems on her pants, and she was sewing up patches on her other clothes. I don't know everything that she was sewing on, but
it's so trendy right now.
Yeah,
mending is like crazy trendy.
Mending, yeah. And so that is my plan to bring knitting back into my life, is to set up some groups. There's been a lot of people who are interested, who keep being like, I want to come, I want to be here. I don't know how to knit. I don't know how to crochet. And so I think what I need to do is I need to do a little stash dive, because I've got a bunch of stuff that I don't use. I will never use. I know I will never use. And I need to just make a couple starter kits so those people can just sit down and join us.
When I come, I'll bring a couple. I have a couple of starter kits like already packaged, so I'll bring them for you.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of new knitters in my group, so.
Yeah, no, definitely, especially at work. There were people who just walked up and were like, oh, this is great. I want to come. What do I have to buy? And it would have been just so much nicer if I could have been like, just sit down. Here's a package. Like,
yeah,
it's no big deal. Don't stress yourself out about buying something until like you know what you want to buy, Yeah. And yeah, I'm teaching people at these groups, but I'm not leading classes. I'm teaching people one-on-one. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if they learn anything.
You're doing awesome. You're doing super great. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
So I think the only other thing I wanted to talk about.
Your big trip.
Was our big trip. So Gina and I are coming to visit Amanda, and we're going to New England for 2 weeks. So we're driving up and we're doing a whole bunch of fun fall stuff in New England, and it's gonna be great. And yeah, so we're really pumped about that. And we're gonna be visiting the Frederick Fiber Festival in Frederick, Maryland on the way up the weekend before Rhinebeck. And then we're staying with you guys the weekend of Rhinebeck, and then we're headed back home. But when I have been working on our bundle, so if anyone has ever followed us before, we like to use different things to help us like organize our shopping, because yes. And I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. But this is, oh, it doesn't really help any. Okay, never mind. There. So this is the Rhinebeck bundle that I've been working on.
Sorry, I have to put that in a bit. I love that moonstone beanie.
Right. So, yeah. No. Actually, yesterday at one of my knitting classes, this one right here. Yeah. One of the ladies there she finished it while we were sitting there. Like, she did the toddler size and finished it while we were there, and it was adorable. Like, so cute. And I just kind of went through and picked out some things that I would be interested in knitting. And you'll notice that I put yardages underneath. There's a couple that are missing a few, but yardages and the weight of yarn.
I'm sorry. What is the yarn weight for the Moonstone beanie?
Bulky.
Oh,
I know, right?
no, that's awesome.
Worse than like double or something,
I just had this like flash that if it was fingering weight, then I could use the purple that's left over from my Play It by Queer.
Oh.
And having a purple beanie to match my Play It by Queer shawl would just be okay. I'm gonna have to just do that anyway. It won't be that, but I'll just have to do that anyway.
Yeah, you will. You totally will.
It's now decided.
I picked out some sweaters that I thought were really awesome. And so those have, weights and sizes and everything on them. So, and if you
llama sweater.
Yeah, the llama chino sweater. I thought that was just great. Alpaca chino. It was really funny. And it just uses a little bit of black and the white are paired with mohair. So it gives it or a Surrey alpaca. So it actually is fluffy.
You want to love it?
And it's in tarja. So, it's not a crazy difficult pattern, but it was just a lot of fun and I had to put it in there. So I need you to measure yourself today so I can put in your actual size so I know how much yarn you need. But yeah, so that's getting started and going. And I have other bundles too. So, but sweater bundles and whatever, but a whole bunch of Rhinebeck bundles. So there's from 15. Remember when we bought stuff for this?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I made those boot toppers.
You did? They're cute. I like those. I'm doing a 2 at a time class today. You can do boot cuffs 2 at a time. It's the best. Yeah. And then, so there's quite a few different patterns and stuff. So if you guys are ever looking for things that you need yardages and whatever for, then I got you covered. Just ask. Let me know. Stop sharing. Thank you. Why does this not like me? It doesn't like to change back. Okay. I think that's all I had to talk about. It's good because you have 2 minutes.
I feel like that's all that I have.
What tea are you drinking today?
I have Autumn Vibes by Plum Deluxe.
Oh, how lovely. I'm also channeling the autumn with s'mores chai.
Nice. Okay. I've been loving David's Saigon chai.
I have some of that. I almost grabbed that yesterday when I was leaving.
So good.
I almost grabbed that. That's a good one.
It's a good spicy chai. I love it.
All right. Well, maybe I'll figure out how to use these tea bags so I can figure out, how to not get stuff in my tea.
I'll have to show you the ones that I got. I'll send you a picture.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Thanks. I love it when you send me pictures. Okay. Is that everything? Did we talk about everything?
I think we did. We talked about all the nitty things.
Okay. And crafty things.
And crafty things.
Sewing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we didn't talk about your sewing at all.
I have been sewing so much. So I've sewn 2 skirts. 2. One is Star Wars, and I wore it yesterday, and I love it. It's Star Wars, Dia de los Muertos, Sugar Skull style. It's crazy colorful and awesome. And then I made another skirt out of a tablecloth. Love it. It has crock pots on it. It's vintage, 1970s crock pots and vegetables. It makes me so happy. And then yesterday, one of my friends picked it. She goes to, her husband does auctions. He buys things at auctions and resells them on eBay. Very specific stuff. It's lots of paper. Hi, Penny. And but she was at one and she picked me up. Check this fabric out. It's a tablecloth, but look how pretty it is.
And it's gorgeous.
Huge. So I have new skirt fabric. And then I'm working on a metamorphic dress. So hopefully at Rhinebeck I will be wearing that.
So the first person that I ever saw to show up in Rhinebeck in like a completely handmade outfit was Shenanigans. She made a skirt to go with her sweater. Like she sewed a skirt to go with her sweater, and it was so inspiring. She didn't make her shoes.
I'm not making my shoes.
I didn't ask her about her underthings, but her outfit.
Well, you know that ripple bralette is like crazy popular right now.
Yeah.
I can't find my boobs with that.
I don't think the Prince be okay with that. Not for public.
Not for all day trekking around a fairground. Definitely not.
With no give.
Just nope. Okay, no.
We'd have to like knit you into it, and you would just wear it forever.
I would like we'd have to we'd have to sneak it off of me. That's what would happen, and then I would never be able to wear it again because it would forever be smaller than that. Nope. Oh, so yesterday we ordered things.
We did.
From Nerdbird. We love Nerdbird.
I love Nerdbird.
So I ordered these a couple of weeks ago, which I love, and Amanda's is in her box at my house, so she doesn't have hers yet. And then yesterday we pre-ordered sweater for her, or sweatshirt for her, and then I got a t-shirt, but not that one. I got the baller t-shirt.
I didn't already have the baller t-shirt. Like I was astonished when you asked me that question.
Yeah, no, I don't have a ton of knitty shirts. I need more, obviously, but then I'm gonna get some more Rhinebeck this year. So, because I know I have my Rhinebeck shirts that I wear, and I wear them like to death. So,
but after being in Muncie, I don't know how you don't have the baller shirt. Like.
It came out after we left Muncie, so
I know, but when you saw it, you should have just been like,
"Oh,
I need that shirt."
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Probably should have done that.
Yeah.
All right, you need to go get up your girls so they'll be ready for soccer, and I need to go knit things.
Yes.
And maybe go take a nap.
Look,
it's daylight outside.
I've died. Like I seem to have passed over to the other side.
It's daylight.
Moved into the window. Yeah.
It wasn't daylight when we started this.
Good morning, everyone.
No one's watched. It's okay.
Thank you for getting up so early for me.
You're welcome. Thank you for making time. And thank you guys for watching if you've made it to this far, because we know you haven't, so it's okay. But at least we had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Let me know. Yeah. And okay, we're going to go now. Bye, guys. I'm going to stop the live thingy, and then, yeah.
Big smiles.